where have you been? More like, where have I been? Sorry. So, a little update. The JRX 2, or sorry, Junior 2 video was the last one I posted. I've sold that car, but there's another video of me prepping the car. I'll post that. You'll probably see that before this video. Anyway, got some catch up to do. But right now, got a couple things to show you. It's been, I think, a year since I posted last. So, but some changes to the RC room. And we're on to a new project, and we're gonna have some fun. So check some stuff out first. First, I want to show you, I've been meaning to do this for a while. I have every Car Action magazine, RC Car Action, the Bible of RC, if you were an 80s, 90s RC fan. I have every Car Action from like half of 89 through like every bit of 2005-ish. So it's pretty cool. And I've had them just like way off in the basement, but I finally got a little shelf together, got them all in the right boxes and labeled everything, and it's pretty cool. You gotta see this. Check this out. Right here. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I mean, seriously, like I'm saying, we've got like half of 89, and I've started bagging. I got some extra bags down here. Started bagging things because they're pretty tatty. I mean, I read these cover to cover. I mean, the bindings are barely on these, and I had handwritten the covers, the spines, with what issue it is, because, oh man, they're just so tatty. But yeah, I had a subscription to it this whole time. After like probably 90 or 91, I had a subscription, so I got them all. There's even the buyer's guides of every year. You can tell when Car Action started getting more serious. Look, they went to like the full colored bindings in the very late 96. And the magazines got thicker and thicker. They were even hard to put in these cardboard retainers because they got really thick. Back, yeah, 2004 was like super thick. Then through 2005, 6, 7, I had to start putting the buyer's guides in a separate container because they just were, you know, they wouldn't fit in the yearly container. So, and then some other magazines and extreme RC cars, owner's manuals. It's a cool shelf. And at the top is my current rides. The 5.0 buggy and the 22X4. These are my current cars, various bodies and things, but pretty neat. That's my shelf. That's my library in the RC room. Pretty cool. Look at that. Pretty awesome. So the other addition is over here, completely RC unrelated, is my Transformer shelf. I'm an 80s kid. I'm a late 70s, early 80s kid. Transformers, another passion. Got a lot of vintage collectible stuff. These have all been in boxes too. And finally got a little display going for that. So many hobbies. The room is crazy. It's nuts with all the different thing I'm into with the jets and of course Michigan. Too bad we only got Sweet 16 this year, but pretty cool. So a little more room overview. Still have the regular shelf. Still have all the cars. I've bought and sold some cars, so kind of trimming things down a little bit, but rebuilding some other things. And that takes us to this. I used to have, right in this area, in earlier videos, I used to have a LXT, a mint in-box LXT. Well, I sold it. I sold it and the box. And now, I always knew I had kind of enough parts to build a really nice one again, and that's what this video is really about. We come over here to the bench, and this is what we have. We have the makings of a new Super Mint LXT. And I'll take you through the build, and I've had some thoughts about what I want to do to make this kind of unique. So, this chassis we have, let's start with the chassis. The chassis I've had this for a while. It's been on the shelf. It's clean. Well, I mean, it's dusty. The chassis been run. It's scratched up. It's, you know, it's nice, but it's been run. It's not mint. The arms, like the rear arms for sure, were really scratched and rough. They're not going to really be nice. The front arms have a couple scuffs, but they're overall pretty nice. You know, the bumper kind of rough. You know, that kick up area on the chassis always gets beat. The tail gets beat. So that's kind of the basics of what I have to work with. It has good bones. You know, it's got a upper deck that's not cracked. It's got some sticker goo on it, which is okay, fine. We can get that off, no problem. But you know, it's got some parts that have like weird damage, like this upper body mount. It should stick out further. Somebody like cut it off and like chewed it off. Can't get it to focus very well, but yeah, right there you see it should stick out. That lobe after the mount should stick out a little better. I think I have a new one of those. Just gonna I have a whole new chassis, so that's the thing that is really hard to come by. I have a whole new chassis and it's perfect. I got this in like a trade, in a deal, in a it was a JRX Pro SE, which takes the same chassis, and it had broken mounts for the upper brace. Like these were cracked off, so it was like the guy bought a new chassis but never got around to swapping it, and I have this from that trade. So really cool, perfect chassis. It's already got the foam pad in it. It's ready to go. Really neat. So that's going to be our base plate for the project. The rear arms, as I mentioned, were beat. I'm not going to be able to make them look nice. So good old eBay came through. A pair of brand new rear arms. They were in the bag. I already took them out, but brand new. Still have all the fringe on them. Have the what do you call it? The flashing. There's even little washers built in to the arm. That's pretty wild. So that's all brand new. Those will look nice. I have tons of front wheels, like a lot of people do, because front wheels you rarely replaced, right? If anything, you're going through rear tires because you wear the nubs off them every couple races. So everybody's gluing the tires to the wheels. So front wheels are very common. You can still get them very easily. The tires were a takeoff from another kit. I cleaned them up, simple green, scrubbing. These never really wore that aggressively. Even if they'd been run a bit, they still look super new. The struggle has been rears. Luckily, as just weeks ago, as I was thinking of putting this project together, I hit eBay and I just did LXT, Team Losi LXT, and these popped up. The guy had a couple different sets, but he had these. They had a lot of that residue on them, that white powdery release agent, but that scrubs off pretty easily with like simple green, or the first stage I think I actually used acetone to just clean up the surface of the tire. But these are unrun, and oh my god, I couldn't believe it. They were at like $8 on eBay, and I watched it. I sat there till the last minute. Sorry if sorry if any of this was you bidding on them too. I know we're all kind of Losi fans together, but I sat there. I didn't bid until the last 15 seconds, and I threw a very large bid on them so that my bid would outbid any other bid. I ended up getting these for about $40 shipped with the wheels. These wheels are perfect as well. It's incredible. Like, I was so excited. Like, that make this build possible. So we got the tires. We got front wheels. We got rear wheels. Rear wheels. Pretty cool. And as I've been looking at the car, I want to do a build. You know, it's not a perfect mint car anyway. It's not like this won't be something just out of the box fresh mint. If it were that way, I would want to just build it completely stock. But it's not going to be perfect anyway. There's, you know, like I said, the front arms won't be new. The shocks aren't new. You know, it just, you know, there's wear on this kit, but that I won't be able to get rid of. But I could build a really, really nice car and use kind of a new idea. I'm thinking, I've got this aluminum screw kit in red. The springs naturally on the car, as they come, they're all red. I'm going to go with a red theme. I find a little red body clip. I'm going to go with kind of a red theme. You got the hot red bell cranks, the hot red antenna mount. That was stock. There's kind of a red theme naturally with this car already. So between the red screw kit I have, it even has some big 8/32 screws. See these big ones. And we got focus problems, but yeah. But for these locations, oh my God, how cool would that look when those will be red? And right down in there, you know, the big top screws will be red. The bottom I'll do just nice new black screws, because you just won't see it much on the shelf anyway. But I have magically have 4 of those 8/32 screws. So those will do that 4 location. And it'll pop. It'll be kind of like a cool, a modern-ish LXT. So pretty neat. The trans I got a lot of trans laying around. This one will work. That's the stock gear. It was orange, the 90 tooth. So use that. That trans is real smooth. The motor plate, that's kind of a fail. I don't have a real period correct motor plate for this build. I'll start with this and kind of look around for something better. But this darker gray, I don't know if you can tell, this darker gray, yeah, that light, that was, in my opinion, you found this more on like the spec cars, like the Junior 2 and Junior T. They came with this anodized gray. Most were like a natural aluminum, but that, you know, that's the nicest plate I think I have. I'm digging around a little bit, but so far that'll be the plate. I'd almost like one of those light sinks. Remember the plate that had like a built-in heat sink for Losi? It's called a light sink. I'll try and find one of those maybe, but yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna build an LXT. It's gonna be sweet. This video's getting a little long. Maybe I'll walk through. I'm gonna tear this chassis down. Obviously, get this old chassis off, get things cleaned up. You guys have seen how I do the cleanup. It's just like get every sub-assembly into a bucket of water and simple green and just scrub it in the kitchen sink, and it darkens all the plastics, so it makes it look nice. That sticker goo will get off of the shock, the top brace. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Project LXT. stick around. Thanks for coming on this new ride, and thanks for all the love and support and the comments and the videos. I try and answer every one. Really important to me. I love all the stories you guys tell about your experience with Losi vehicles in your past. So let's keep that going. Pretty cool forum. Yeah, let's build an LXT.